you before.
You fully got Ashley Young.
Yo, this is a joke, man. Yo. What is... Yo, listen.
That Seagull would get a 10 out of 10 player rating for accuracy, bro. Just drop that on you, like, easy. Alright, it's the player ratings. We scraped a win against Leicester. So I'm going to start. Actually, I'll let you get cleaned up. Nerdin, David De Gea.
Listen, man of the match today is that bird that's shut in his mouth like his brother, Ashley Young. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
Player ratings for me, yeah. You know what? 3 players stood out for me today.
Wait, no, don't skip to them. De Gea. Do De Gea.
De Gea.
What were you giving?
You know what? To be fair, he didn't fumble anything today.
No, he did well.
So I'll give him a 7.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 7. He didn't fumble it. He kept it. He kept the ball.
And he was called on early doors as well with Madison.
That's it.
And then Chilwell had a good shot as well. So
be
he
fair,
came and collected a couple balls, took the pressure off.
This is it. We mean him was screaming. There were a couple of moments where they were getting the ball in the air, and there's a couple of moments where the ball was hit between him and Lindelof, and we were like, come on, be more dominant in your box. But obviously, a bit lower confidence after what happened at Palace. But today,
7.
His whole body was behind it at 7.
7?
I'll give him a 7 as well. To be fair, he didn't really have much to do if you think about it. So, yeah. So what can you really judge him on apart from that, Madison's chance in the beginning? So, yeah, 7.
Good save that.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just about recovered from that, yeah.
Do you agree with 7?
Yeah, 7. I just still needs to be demanding and more commanding in the box, man. Sometimes I'm just looking at it. That Lindelof 1-on-1 Vardy, I was shitting myself, you know what I mean?
I know.
I thought De Gea come out, but yeah, it's only right to give him a 7, yeah.
Okay, Wan-Bissaka.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, this guy, I don't know what he's on, yo. What back injury? What back injury, mate? That was, for me, 9 out of 10 performance. I'll be real out here.
9?
Yeah, man, 9, man. This guy, every single ball he won. Every single recovery tackle, every single slide tackle, 50-50 is there. I'm like, yo, what is this guy on, man? You know what I mean? But credit to him, every single... Because I thought, like, Pereira wasn't helping back, tracking back, and he was getting doubled up on Chilwell. I got to the point where I said, yo, Chilwell, do something then. Go do something. But nah, again, Wan-Bissaka.
9, that's surprising. There was a couple of balls he gave away. I thought he was a bit not as good on the balls he could have been, but I still would have rated him highly, but maybe not 9. But all right, cool, fair enough.
Who else? Who do you want?
9? No, I'm saying, do you agree with that?
8.
Okay.
8 as well.
Yeah? Okay. Victor Lindelof.
Shaky start, first 5 minutes. I'm like, come on, not again. And then he's talking, he's in my ear saying, maybe he's not as good as we think he is. Maybe he's balling it. But he calmed down, a bit composed, and I thought he covered Maguire really well. Because Vardy's not an easy guy to mark, to be fair.
And they did a number on him. He didn't have anything.
They did it. We always do, though. That's the thing about it. Bailly, usually Bailly does a number on him.
Yeah.
But after that first initial shot that he had, that was it. You know what I mean? It wasn't even Vardy who had the shot.
It was Madison.
It was Madison.
Yeah.
And when have you ever seen that in a game where Vardy doesn't even have one shot? Not even one that's screwed over.
So nothing. So what are you giving Lindelof?
You know what? Good recovery, 7.
I'll give him a 6 for that first 5 minutes where he scared the whole stadium. It's again, man, them balls in the air where he's not commanding, he's not dominant. He gets caught out every time.
He recovered though.
Yeah,
no, give him. He recovered though.
When it happened once against Crystal Palace, it happened once. It shouldn't be happening again today. That's what I'm saying. Because if it happened once, you should be working on it in training and then improving. And it happened again today, and they nearly scored. If that was a goal, we wouldn't have given him a 6 or or a 7 like you did. We would have been saying different things today about him.
So 6.
Yeah,
7 and a 6.
I just about agree with a 6. There's still some dodgy moments where, you know what I mean, he needs to be more commanding in that kind of role. You're experienced now, 25 now, been playing Old Trafford for a couple of seasons. You just show that you're commanding. You can't be getting carried by Harry Maguire all the time. You've got to show more about it. Second half, like I said, Nordin, he picked up on it. It was more getting the challenges in and getting more than the 50-50s, but still shaky. I still think there's an error in him all the time. So about 6 out of 10.
Okay, well, they got a clean sheet behind him. Hopefully they can grow with that. Harry Maguire.
I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8 today. Very good performance. One, because the Leicester fans were getting on his back the whole game, giving him all sorts of chance, but played well, cleared everything. I don't think I remember one challenge that he lost, especially the balls in the air. Cleared everything, headed everything away, had a good, that challenge against, was it Demarai Gray?
Yeah.
Where he just, like,
him out,
very good game, man. 8.
Yeah, there was one moment where he was in the box and the ball went over his head and he was going down on his knees.
You see, I thought he was pulling down the guy with him as well. I thought, was that going to be a penalty? Yeah.
Don't touch him. I was like, don't touch him. Don't touch him. So he got away with that. But yeah, I agree. I think 8.
Thanks tonight, he'll be taken out of his pocket, the phone, wallet, and then Vardy. So, you know what I mean, man?
He had him.
Can't say wrong about that performance. Solid. That's what we paid 8
as well. He took him out. He let him know he was there. He wiped him out. And Vardy got up and just didn't even look at him. Just ran off.
He knows all about it from training, man. Ashley Young.
Oh, your boy.
Do you know what, man?
He was good. He was all right today. He was all right.
You know what he did? He did what he got to do.
Yeah.
It was don't go past the halfway line. You know what I mean? Let's be real like it. Just don't go past the halfway line and you'll be all right. And he did what he got to do.
Defensively, he was all right.
I was thinking, he said he's going to take him to Asda next year and Damari Gray, but it was all right, man. You know what I mean? Did what he got to do.
Yeah, Gray didn't really get at him at all.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Good performance, man.
Yeah. It was on shopping duties today, wasn't it? So, you know what? To be fair, he was decent. I think 6, 7.
Yeah. 7?
6. That's what
Yeah.
carried away.
No sevens, man. Yeah, steady 6, man.
Yeah.
A couple of times where he just, lumped the ball forward and it was just going to no one.
I'll be honest though, when I saw that, I did actually look at it. He didn't have options. I was looking, I was like, he had nothing. He had nothing. So
because
a 6 or up for him.
Because MATIC was on the other
We'll
side.
get there. Well, we're into midfield. MATIC.
Oh my God. You know what? Maybe I'm going to send you guys to the shops, but I thought a 3. And I'm being generous.
Okay.
A 3.
Yeah,
and I'm being really generous.
Yeah.
He was absolutely shocking. You know what? Obviously, I played midfield. I played school, different teams, Sunday, Saturday leagues. When we used to get coached as a midfield player, if the ball is coming from your right-hand side and there's space on your left-hand side, you let the ball do the running.
Yeah.
You let the ball run and then you open up MATIC, honestly, if more than any other game, that game today was the perfect example that showed, because at times all the blame would go to Pogba, so everybody would focus on Pogba, but there's no Pogba on that pitch today, and MATIC got found.
He gave away some balls where I'm like, there's no one within 10 yards of you, and he's tried to dink it to, I think it was McTominay, he just kicked it straight out of play. But a 3?
3 as well, man. Listen, Maddison today, and I said it to Norden inside when you were doing the fan cams, Maddison had all the time and space to do whatever he wanted. All he had to do is just get out of the space where it was congested, ask for the ball, and just run, create, pass left and right. And MATIC was just horrible today, man. Horrible. 3.
That's been generous, man. I'm borderline 2, but I'm just going to give him a 3 just because he played a first half, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Man. You just got to open your body up and just wrist the ball. There was that moment what you said. He had the ball he had so much space behind him. He could have just literally looked around. He went to the shop, come back. He could have done anything in that moment, but he just chose to give the safe pass, and you can't do that. If you're a Man United midfielder, you've got to risk take with the passing. McTominay did it a few times in the game. You've got to do the same. You've got to look to your opponents and say, if they're doing it, why am I not doing it? So yeah, 3 about sounds about right.
Okay. On to McTominay. A lot of people gave him man of the match. In my match review, I kind of said, I saw the best out of a bad bunch, really, and I saw some good and some bad. I don't rate him at like 8s and 9s, and that people called him man of the match. But this is you guys' player ratings. You might disagree. What do you think?
I'll give him a 7. It was a very, very good performance from McTominay, like we know him.
Yeah.
This is the best we could ever see from him, arguably. You're never going to see him, like, do you know what I mean, like, just run the midfield like a Pogba does or someone else. But
What?
They're coming for you, mate.
He's got a post-traumatic stress.
we've got hats on, so we're good. So
hold on, mate. Hold on.
We've got hats on, we're good.
So I have to get counselling and that, bro.
Yo, what
So
you
you start doing this on the seagulls and that,
share?
bro. No trips to the seaside.
Sharing common, mate. That's the question you're gonna ask.
What rating you giving McTominay?
7.
You know what? I'm gonna give him an 8 because in the last 4 or 5 minutes he showed some real leadership. But he didn't even want to give the ball to Rashford or Jane or anybody. He took it to the corner by himself, and he took getting hit. You know what I mean?
He did the ugly stuff well today. That tackle where he went right through Chilwell as well.
To me, and you know what? He gave the ball away, but at least he was trying to risk.
Yeah.
He was trying to do something.
Did you see that movie done where he sprayed it, he brought the ball down, I think he jinked past Chowdhury and he went ping all the way to James. Oh, that was in the first 5 minutes. So I thought, hey, Scott could be on. But then he started, you know what I mean. But he had a mixed game, but he did do some good stuff.
Yeah, I give him a 7, yo. That was for me. That's what you're gonna get with McTominay. Energy, running around, making it hard for. Timberland's didn't have a sniff in that game because McTominay was doing all of McTominay's running. You'll see, where's McTominay? Kept, chasing him about. But that's what you get with McTominay: drive, endeavour, and just work rate. That's what you want. Then you need your Pogbas and to do all the magic. Yeah. McTominay, that's what you're going to get. So for me, 7 out of 10. Heart and soul today.
Brilliant. Mata.
You know, I love Mata. You know, me and Mata are good friends. You know what? We're good friends. I see him. He comes and sees me in work. But today, I thought that was probably his worst game for the Man United shirt. Honestly, I think he couldn't find the spaces. But then, to be fair, if you got MATIC playing next to you and they're not finding you in space, so the whole team was carrying MATIC. We already have injuries,
and that was another one.
And then we're carrying MATIC. So I can't really be too harsh and judging because it's who you playing next to and who you playing with. You know, within space of 15, 20 yards, and every time he had the ball, there were 2 Leicester players.
Yeah, he had a big distance to travel in terms of the link between him and the strike force.
The
distance was big.
I'm going to give him a 6.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a 6.
I'm going to give him a 5. He had it really... it was tough for him today, man. Like you said, as soon as he had the ball, Charity was all over him like for as long as he played.
He got muscled off quite a lot of times, man.
A lot of times, and it was just hard for him. It was too physical for him today, I think. It was too physical. Maybe he shouldn't have started. Someone else could have started. Someone more mobile, someone more quick.
Angel Gomez was there.
Gomez.
Even off the bench.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5 sounds about right. I thought first 10 minutes it was bright. It was, you know, interchanging with Pereira. It was looking a bit decent. But when the real class of Leicester comes in there and you're getting, you know what I mean, pressed in hard, you know what I mean, Mata can't cope with that. So he looked a bit lost out there. Rashford, he doesn't link well. He didn't link well with Rashford that much. I think Rashford's too far away from him at the time. So yeah, I give him a 5. It wasn't the best day.
Okay, that's the midfield done. Dan James.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. First half, I thought it was our best player, to be honest, by a long mile. I thought it was giving Pereira a game, mate. I thought Pereira was going to be one of them where he'd have him in his pocket.
Rinsing him a couple of times.
Rinsing him a couple of times, got on the byline a couple of times, but yet again, when he brings the ball in, and there was a moment where Rashford was injured on the halfway line, and he gave a wicked ball in, and no one was there to put it in, so he's got the service in there. You know what I mean? And I thought, that injury, there was an injury in the game where he got clattered, and from that moment he never recovered from me. And he looked a bit leggy, he looked a bit, you know. For me, I give him a 6 out of 10. It was a decent performance.
No. Don't agree there. No? I need to send you to the shops with that bird, mate. With that bird you pulled, mate. But I'm telling you, listen, I thought he was, to me, in the first half, 8, because he was the only real threat in a Man United team today, and he kept that side. But who was the guy that was playing there?
Pereira.
It was Pereira.
Right
but then somebody else was coming back to help Pereira out, because that's what I say. They had to double up on him, double up on him. And I think it might have been Tielemans or somebody was
getting into that space.
Getting into this. I thought he was a real class, and the only thing that, to me, why he wasn't as good as he was in the second half, because towards the end of the second half. First half, he got Ndidi, mate. Ndidi took him out.
Yeah, he did. Clean him out.
It was one of those, like you know what, knock it and run. And Ndidi just stepped across him.
Yeah.
And you know how quick he's going.
So what rating you going with?
I'm going to give him an 8, man. I'm going to give him an 8 because he didn't score today, but he was constant threat every time we were looking to him. We were looking to him to get the ball to him, and I didn't see him waste that many balls. I didn't.
An 8?
Yeah, I would give him an 8.
I wouldn't give him it. I'm going to give him a 6.
Ooh.
It was
not even a 7.
He did some good stuff today, but again, just like Matt, it was a hard game for him because it was too physical, in my opinion. Like the Ndidi situation, it was physical for him.
He roasted.
Yeah, but and he did some good stuff in the first half and in the second half as well. But again, personally for me, speed is not everything. Do you know what I mean? You need more to just speed, and you need close control, which he has. But you just need more. But yeah, he's young. He just came to a bigger club than Swansea. He's still adapting.
He's been amazing, man.
He's still adapting. He's amazing, but he's still adapting. He's still adapting.
I don't think he's knocking him. I just think he doesn't think he played at 8 or a 7.
But to me, at least a 7.
Okay. Moving on. Rashford.
Get on the fan cams, keeper.
Rashford.
Get on them. Rashford. You know what? Today, what we were asking all week, we were like, please, just, you know what, just stay calm.
Got the winning goal, man.
You know what, stay
calm. Man
of
the match.
Stay calm. All I was saying today, and he looked a lot calmer today. He looked like the old Rashford himself, where he was calmer on the ball. He had a couple of decent touches, but the ball in the air, that's not his game. And the thing about it, we didn't have the players in midfield to give him the ball in the middle.
I do agree he didn't have a lot to work with. He
had beautiful touches where he skimmed a couple of men.
Yeah, there was one, he plucked it round and it went round him.
Like,
yeah, a couple.
I thought the referee 2 or 3 times just stuck it on him. You know what I mean?
I do feel there was a couple of times I thought he got bullied a little bit though. Feeling sorry for himself, asking for fouls. Yeah. I don't think he was great. I don't think he was great. But he scored the winning penalty.
A 6.
And he missed his last penalty. So
a 6.
Everyone's saying 6. Everyone's saying 6. Okay, and the other forward, Andreas Pereira.
You know, in that first half, he made it really hard for Aaron Wan-Bissaka because you could see Wan-Bissaka wanted to go forward, but he couldn't because if he went, no one would have covered him. So, again, he's being wasted on that right-hand side, man. He's more useful when you put him in the middle of the park.
Well, he played a lot better when he went in there.
Exactly. So I'm going to give him a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? When he was inside, I'll give him a 7. When he was outside, I'll give him a 5. Because on the right wing...
What does that average out at, though? He needs an overall rating.
And then he went back out again. So, to be fair, he was grafting.
To be fair, given that, he had to do a few jobs.
Yeah, he was grafting. He was grafting, and there was a lot of energy about him today.
Would you give him an overall 6?
Yeah, I'd say a 6. Before I get shot.
Yeah, 6. I thought it's heart in his own today. You know what I mean? He was willing to get every single ball, willing to try, willing to, you know what I mean, get in there. I thought first 10 minutes was lively. Link up play with Mato. You could see what it was about. Then he faded away. That's the problem with Pereira. He fades away, and then when he got into his natural position, like Lauren has said, in the midfield hole, you see something about him. He had a shot. You know what I mean? He looked a bit livelier. But in hindsight, did he have any real quality, you know what I mean, about him? Not really, but I give him a 6 because of his heart and desire and effort today.
Okay. Play for the match. Will you have a bit of quality? No, you wouldn't.
Pogba has to. He has to try. Right, and then into substitutions. Let's talk about Chong.
I thought, you know what, you can see, that's what I'm saying. That to me, if Ollie ever needed any encouragement, you see how the stadium come alive soon as he got on that pitch. And everybody's there willing him on. All 4 corners started singing soon as he come on. So give the kid a chance. I thought show some decent touches. Yeah. There's a couple of times where he was...
His first 2 were bad. I was mate. And then he just dropped the shoulder on Pereira and then he was gone.
Bro, imagine, listen, he gets watched about a couple of hundred in the reserves, right? Imagine 75,000 people in there, bro. It's a different...
But he needs the game time, innit?
Yeah, he needs the game time.
What are you giving him?
I'm giving him a 6.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. 6?
Yeah, 6, yeah.
Yeah, all right, make it easy. Fred?
Hey, very good, man. Very good when he came off. We've been screaming for him. He came on, done some great things, man. He needs more game time now. Next game against Astana, start him. Start him. Because he's done some great things today, and we see what he brings to our game now. He gets the ball, moves it, and moves.
He hunted down Pereira as well. I think he ran him down and then won it, and then that's where he slid in. He pressed, and then he gave the ball to Matter. I think Matter had a shot.
The difference in that, as soon as he come on, he's quicker on the press, he's quicker on the pass. Why is he playing before Matic? If you're fit enough to be on the bench,
playing before him?
Yeah. Why is Matic playing? If you're fit enough to be on the bench, you should start the game.
Exactly.
Because honestly,
and then come off when you're tired.
Exactly. So
what rating are you giving him?
6, man. Very good.
I'm gonna say 7 because the dismal way that we're watching Matic and how he just quickened up the play. Our game just changed. Okay.
7?
I won't think about 7. I'll give him a 6. I don't know what Nurin is on. Yeah, again, I don't know what he's on.
Nurin's always up here, man. He's always up there.
He was in the golden seat, so I don't know why you're giving him a 7.
I'm trying to be positive. Listen, I'm trying to be positive.
So a 6, 7 from you.
I am because he changed the game, man.
And then Tuanzebe came on, just saw it out. Flat 5. And lastly, Solskjaer.
Tactically, he got it right.
Tactically, yeah, like I said, he got it right. So, and the game plan was working. Don't press Leicester too much, but maintain his shape, and that's all we could do. Maintain our shape and hit him on the counter. So if you look at it from that aspect, his game tactics is spot on, so I'll give him a 7.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what, 7, I thought that still even in the second half, there was moments to press, so the team had to choose moments to press, especially when Fred came on, we had to choose to get up the pitch a bit and not just fall back into that low block business. I didn't see that. I thought there was just a couple of things, they had a couple of free kicks or whatever, that was getting us to go back in our area, but I thought throughout, on all of the expectations before we went into that stadium today, we managed to see the game out. When was the last time we had a clean
I wasn't
sheet?
confident because I knew the way the game was panning out that we were going to have to start looking at holding on to what we had, and it was going. But Solskjaer?
Solskjaer 7. Yeah, I'll give him a 7 because the changes were made pretty early, which was good because that was at a time where Leicester were pressing us and they were putting pressure on us and they nearly scored. So he made the right changes at the right time. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Greenwood, but again, that's down to Ollie saying, you know what, I want to maintain that defensive shape and I want to keep the score. So yeah, very good.
Okay, fair enough. For me, my criticism would have been when Mata was having a stinker, I would have just brought on Gomez. It's the same thing. Like, we can still maintain the same shape. He's more mobile, and I think he would have picked up.
This video, man.
Right. We're gonna finish because Sai's getting very anxious with these. I got some disinfectant wipes in my glove box as well. Let us know if you agree or disagree with these guys as usual on the player ratings. It's always a laugh and a joke. But listen, 3 points is the biggest thing. Like, subscribe, share, all of that jazz. See you at West Ham. Wait, no. Astana.
Who are you?
Astana. A big thank you to you guys for watching our latest video. If you want to check out more, make sure you do so right here. Keep checking us out, the biggest Manchester United fan channel in the world, over 500k subscribers deep. Make sure you're following us across all the socials, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. All along here, you guys know what to do. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe. Peace.